Today I'm going to share with you a technique that is so simple, so effective, and that doesn't require $1,000,000 machinery or anything like that. It's called frost seeding. So with frost seeding, what you do is you will distribute seeds in a poor pasture or a pasture that needs some renovation, and you do it at the right time. So the best time is when the day is warm and the night is cold, because what you're going to do is sprinkle the seeds over bare ground, and as it freezes overnight, the soil will compact, and as it thaws out during the day, it will open back up. And so you'll have an open and close, which will get those seeds down into the soil. And once a seed makes soil contact, they will get ready to start germinating and growing. So when is the best time? You want to do it in December or March and April. Those are both great times where there's a lot of freezing and thawing out in your pastures. Another great option if you're watching this video and you need to repair a pasture, but it's not the right time of year, is to sow seeds over your pasture, but then have your livestock rotationally graze right after you spread those seeds. This way, your livestock will be able to stomp down on the seeds and get that soil contact happening. What are the benefits of frost seeding? Well, I already mentioned that you don't need to use a tractor or a seeder or anything like that. You can literally walk out into a field with a bucket and some seeds and spread them over. Another benefit of doing it that way is you can use your observation skills to find those bare patches of ground and only plant seeds where they need to be planted. Because if an area has too much grass, then frost seeding will not be as effective. So you want to make sure you find those spots that really need that renovation and that will really be able to grow those seeds for you. The other benefit is that by planting these seeds, you're able to improve your pasture and give better forage to your animals. And it will also improve biodiversity. And by increasing biodiversity, you'll have more nutritious food for your animals. Another benefit is that it is a no-till technique, which means that you're going to preserve any carbon from the soil and you're not going to upset all the microorganisms and all the life in your soil. Now, when it comes to pasture restoration and frost seeding, it's important to choose your seeds wisely. You'll probably want to go with legumes, which are a nitrogen-fixing type of plant. Some examples include white clover, red clover, and bird's foot trefoil. These are great plants to have in your pasture because they essentially produce fertilizer for the other plants nearby, they improve the soil, and they're also great forage for animals too. Another benefit of legume seeds like these is that they are pretty small and it's easy for them to get into that soil through thawing and freezing. You might also want to consider perennial ryegrass and orchard grass, and those are more of your typical grass plants, but doing a mix of seeds is also a great way to go, especially if you have a lot of pasture that needs to be restored. You want to put as many different options in there and make sure that your soil is good to go and increase that biodiversity. And yes, it's true, frost seeding is as easy as it sounds. You just take a walk and spread seeds out in your pasture. Make sure you're wearing rain boots because it can get pretty muddy out there during these times of the year. Planting seeds is only half the equation because how you manage the pasture is what's going to determine if those seeds are successful and if that forage improves. So watch the next video all about rotational grazing.